Okay, Cleveland is asking how you make the profits on the downtrend. Can you explain that to them, Mohammed? This is what sets us apart, guys, from anything we've ever seen before. We've also got another feature that also sets us apart, but this is very powerful how he has set this up and how and somebody said you're a genius. Let me share with you guys, he's the last one in the world that will that feels he's a genius, but all of us see it, Mohammed. Your mathematical genius is really going to help, the masses, guys. It's amazing. It is, and I've said it from the beginning. When he figured out how to customize with the limited parameters that he had over there, was able to customize it and get everybody back in positive trades again through, it was a similar strategy, but this is 5.0. That one was 1.0. So just exciting stuff. Come on in, brother. Share what you're going to show.
So I'm not going to explain the good case scenario, which is if the market is moving up, obviously it's going to watch for a take profit. We have it built in the strategy at 1.5%. If it goes to 1.5%, then it starts actually at 3.3. Okay, let me just put it in writing. I'm not good at using this. Yeah, start the trade at 3.33%. And I'm just going to reveal the built-in strategy right now. So I don't know. I think I should consult with my board of directors before doing this. Coach and David, should we go into details of the strategy, or we just
no.
No. Okay, let me just explain it in general how the things works. If it's going to start with 3.3% of the capital and then wait for the market, we have two possibilities. The market goes up, or the market goes down, or the market goes sideways. If the market goes sideways, that means the normal kind of market movement in crypto, which is plus minus 1 to 5%. That's going to happen. It's going to be something like this. Let me just write it down. Yeah. This one is going to go something like this. It's not going to be like a straight line. Never. So we're using this small movement of the market to open, buy and sell trades and make small profit, and that will accumulate at the end of the month to make a good amount of profit. But let's take the other scenarios. If the market goes up, it's going to go to 1.5% of if it reaches 1.5%, the bot is going to be ready to sell. It's not going to sell it because maybe the market is shooting higher. So if the market is going higher, it's going to wait for the market to retrace or to come down by minus 0.5%. And then it's going to close the trade at this position. This could be just 1.1%. If it goes to 1.5 exactly and come back down by 0.5, it's going to be 1% minimum profit, but it can shoot up to higher. If, for the example I just showed, it was 2.5%. That means practically the price went up to 3% and went down 0.5% and closed at 2.5%. So this is the good case scenario, and then it's going to open a new cycle here and then follow the market moving up. Let's take the other case. If the market is moving down, which is the worst case scenario, the market is moving down. Okay. Yeah, if the market is moving down, it's going to open another trade here at the price of minus 2%. But again, it's not going to open immediately. It's going to wait for the market to pull back. It's going to wait for the market to pull back plus 0.5%. So it's not minus, this is 0.5%, and then open a trade here. Because if there is bad news in the market, if there is unusual behavior in the market and the price of this coin that I'm using is dropping dramatically, it's not going to open any trade. It's going to wait for the market to move down and reach to the bottom, and then when it starts retracing and consolidating again, then it's going to start buying. So that will not be buying all the money here. So this minus 2% could be actually even minus 20% or more or less. It depends on how the market is behaving. Without us looking at the market, it's going to be just based on this math working. Let's say it came here to minus 2% and then it opened this trade. This trade here is going to be of a value of 1x. I mean, one time of the initial trade. Let's say the initial trade was $20. It's going to buy here another $20 and then bring down the average price to this position. Let me just put the line with a different color. Yes, this is the average price here at the middle. So right now, the market doesn't have to go and reach back up to the 0 point and plus that by 1.5% to sell. No, it just have to go past this average price by 1.5% and then sell and make profit. Sell both positions and take profit. We call it the average price or the average dollar price. Let's say the market did not go up. This is the average price here. Put it back again in a straight line. Yeah, this is our average price. Okay, let's say the market did not cross that and the market actually kept on dropping, which is possible. Let me put it in black again. Yeah, the market here took this cover and then went down, straight down at the price of minus 5%. Right now, this is the setting. This is all customizable, guys. You can customize it. You can do it the way you want. Minus 5%. At the price of minus 5% is going to initiate an additional order, but that order also requires a pullback of 0.5%. Then it's going to buy here. That means if a bad news or something wrong went to this coin at this time while the market is going down, it's going to go straight down. If it goes straight down, again, it's not going to take this position here. It's going to take it at the bottom of the market. The lowest point that reached to plus 0.5%. And then it's going to bring the average price somewhere here. So let's take the worst case scenario, like it just hit the minus 5% and it went up by 0.5% and took the position here. Here, the average price is going to come at this place. It's going to come down because what you are buying here, let me take it up a little bit. Yeah. The amount that we're taking here in this trade, in this second cover or second trade is going to be 2x. 2 times the initial order. So here you have 2x in this one because 1x here plus 1x here is 2x. When you get a 2x at the bottom here, it's going to bring down the average price to somewhere here. Then, now let's say the market, if the market goes above this one by 1.5%, is going to take profit for all the positions. If the market did not behave that way and kept on moving down, let's say it just hit here and took this cover and then went down again. At the price of minus 8%, minus 8% is going to initiate another buy. But that buy is going to be of a value of 4x this time, just to have bigger volume down and bring down the average price. Again, it's going to have the same kind of 0.5% retracement or pullback. So it has to pull back because if there is bad news, if there is something going wrong with the coin, it's going to go straight down and then it's not going to buy anything and put you in risk. It's going to wait for the market to consolidate and come back again up and then start buying into the market. Let's say it came here, just hit the 8%, minus 8%, and then went up, and then it's going to buy the position here of the value of 4x this time, 4x, 4 times the initial order. That means 4 multiplied by 20, that's $80. And it's going to again bring the average price down here. Let me put it in a different color. So our final average price is somewhere here because the big volume is here. So right now the market has doesn't have to go back up again to the initial buying price plus that by 1.5% to close the trade. No, right now we have all these trades combined into one trade and the average price, the 0 point is here. So it had to just cross that by 1.5%, 1.5%, and then start taking profit process. Follow the market until the highest point, then when it dropped by 0.5%, take profit and close the trade, open a new cycle at that market price. Let's say it was a bad day and the market kept on moving down, which is possible. I mean, we cannot control this and it can happen. The market went down. So after the 1, 2, 3, the first 4 covers or the first 4 trades, it's not going to be taking the average anymore, because if we kept on adding more funds and making this trade down bigger, we will consume all the funds that we have. whatever the amount we have. Maybe we need to start with only 0.1% as initial trade so that it can double down and add. So from this point onward, we will have a kind of grid. Like we will have covers available every almost 1%. It's not exactly 1%, but I'm just giving as an example. I don't want to put too many complications here. So it goes down to more covers or more trades to open. The difference between each point and another, between this and this, is about, put it this way. Yeah, this here about -1%, -1%. And likewise, the difference between this and this is -1%, -1%, -1%. So with this, with doing so, we are covering until the last one. The last cover here is number 35. So we'll have 35 trades ready to open with a market drop. So we're covering with all of these trades. It's not only this number, because we have 1, 2, 3, and all of them 35. So 35 minus 3 is going to be 22. Sorry, 32 trades down. Those lines is going to be 32, like 1%, 1%, 1%, up to 32 down, up to 35 down. So the total coverage of the market of all of this here is minus 50, approximately 51%. Okay, 51% on the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario means that each cover is taken exactly at the point it was programmed, which is not the case. It will never be the case, because we have the cover pullback. That's maybe this 2% is actually 5%. If that's 5%, it's going to push everything down by another 5%. So 50 is going to be 55%. If it's going to the second cover here, if it pushed down instead of 5, it's 10%, then it's going to add another 5%. Now we are at 60%. If the last one here at the number 8 or minus 8% is actually minus 20%, that's going to push it back. So it's going to push back each cover, push back, push back, push back. So it could be between 50 to 70, 80%. It could cover up to 80%, 60%, 70%, depending on the market movement and the coin that you have. But the minimum is around 51. Actually, it's 50 point something. So to round the figure is 51% coverage of the market. That means that if the coin that you're trading is coming down to more than 50% in drop, still you are safe, and the bot is actually trading. But this is not the magic here. The magic is happening when the market is going down. We still have this open trade at this position. This position here is still open. So yes, it's going. The market is going to go down. So I have to change color every time I do this. Okay. So the market, if it goes down, it's going to be fluctuating. Okay, it's not going to be straight. Let's say the market went down here to this point and stayed here. It did not go up. So the market is going to fluctuate. It's going to make us a daily profits, or maybe every day, a couple of times, because it's going to buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, and then again buy, sell, sell. So it's going to make these small profits. So what happens to this trade here, which is having the first 4 trades and having the average price? What's happening here is we're going to take 50% of the profit. That's what I just showed now in the back office. 50% of the profit made by these small trades. Yeah, by the way, these small trades are going to be, all of them is 1x. Each one is just 1x, 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 1x. It's not going to double down. That means around $20. We need 600 per coin to sustain up to all of this drop in the market. So let's take an example. Let's say here there is a trade that has opened. Let's take this specific trade here. Let me take a different color. Yeah, this trade here opened here. Oh no, sorry, this color is not visible. Okay, yeah, this one. Let's say this trade is opened here and closed here. As an example, let's say the profit generated by this specific trade was $2 or 2 USDT. 2 USDT. So what's going to happen is that 50% of that, which is $1 or 1 USDT, is going to be immediate profit, shown in your e-ledger in the bot as a profit. You already made $1. What happened to the other $1? The other 1 USDT is used to offset the average price. Which one is the average price? Is this one here, on here. This is we call it the average position. That combines 1, 2, 3, 4 trades in it. So what's happening here is that this $1 is taken up here to offset this average price and help it drop down a bit. Okay, so while the market is actually here, each trade is going to contribute in bringing this average price. I'm not going to show exactly the equation, but it's a mathematical equation at the back end that make this drop in the market. It's going to offset the average price, using part of the profit to offset the price. We decided to make it as 50%. So another trade happens, it move it down further. Another trade happens, move it down further. Another profit happens, it move it down further. And then it keeps on moving down. If the market stays here, it keeps on moving down, 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 until the moment it touches one of the independent covers. Now this is a cover. We don't want it to pass that, and then we have a trade on the top is waiting or is going to be closed in loss. At this point, it's going to combine those two lines together, this plus this, and make it all as one trade, and then move the whole thing down. So let's put it in a different color. Let's put it in maybe orange here. So now this line here, orange line, is the new cover that combines this trade and this trade together, so that everything goes down. So now, when a new trades happen here, is going to move the whole thing down a little bit, and then again another profit help it go down. Once it hit this one, it's going to take this one along the way and then take everything down. So here there are two possibilities. One of the two possibilities. The first one is that the market moves up and then cross this one by 1.5% and close the whole thing in profit and then start a new cycle. Or if the market doesn't move up, this average price is moving down and hitting the current market price, and then goes above that by 1.5% and close the whole trade, close this trade here into this market price and keep profit and start all over again another cycle. This is exactly how it's working at the moment. So two possibilities: market moves up and close that trade on the top, or this trade moves down to the market price and eventually close everything in profit. This is exactly how the bot is working. So for the person who was asking how the bot is going to be behaving in the lower market.